third one is you need to explain the goals, what you expect. You need to explain the goals, like what goal are you trying to, achieve here, and then at the same time provide the resources that they need to carry out such tasks. You can't give a task to someone without at least you explain and say, oh, this is what I expect. This should be your end result, a positive result at the end of this task. So this is what I expect to get back. So you explain to them, and then you give them the resources. I can't tell my daughter to cook me a pussy soup. Then I want to provide everything, the materials, the everything, the ingredients, everything she needs to make that soup. Will she cut her part of her body to make the soup or what? No. So you provide everything, the resources available for them to carry out such tasks effectively. Do you understand? So that's what you do. You explain the goals to them, and then make provision for the resources, everything they need to carry out that task for a better result. Lastly, make sure you give feedbacks. Feedbacks are very important. You can't delegate a task to someone and then that's it. You have to follow up and give feedback at the end when the result is out. So it could be you just have to, no matter where that duty was assigned, it could be in the church, in the mosques, in associations, in the clubs, schools, anywhere at all, anywhere in the home, anywhere whatsoever, in the workplace, in the business, and wherever it is. Once you give someone a task, make sure to follow up, and then give feedback. It could be positive or negative feedbacks. Yes, feedbacks are very important. So if they do the work well, you give the positive feedback. Oh, you did well. Wow, you exceeded my expectations. Da 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 da. Just give that feedback so that they will know that, oh, they did really well. And then guess what that does? It will now want to propel them to do even better than what they did before so that they can get better feedbacks. And then if the job is wasn't well done, you still need to give that negative feedbacks without mincing words. Don't sugarcoat it. Say it as it is. But when you want to give feedbacks, especially negative feedbacks, please give it with love. Just let the person understand why he or she didn't do that work, that job, that task as you expected of him or her. Don't shout. Don't say, what did you do? What did you do? Sorry. Me, most times I use myself as an example. Sometimes I'm guilty of this. So when it's like, I've taught you this before, so why would you make such mistake? Or why wouldn't by now you should know how to do this better, even better than I taught you. But then we just have to keep learning and we have to keep telling ourselves the truth. I'm not here. This show is not for coming to, do any fake life or whatever. My dear, if I am going through it, if I have done it before, or if I'm expressing, I will say it because our motto says your story and inspiration to someone. Whatever it is that I am experiencing or whatever, it can help someone tomorrow. So there's no sugarcoating anything. If he or she did not do it well, there's a way you correct the person and let the person understand. Okay, put the person through again and say, this is how you should do it, this is how I expect to do it, and this is the expected result, end result I am seeking from you. So that is what feedbacks, follow up and feedbacks, that is what it does. And it will not make the person say, oh, I didn't do this job well. I really want to do this job well. I really want to get a positive feedback. The person will put in more efforts. So you get more efforts to make sure that he or she, makes that carry out that task effectively. Here are some benefits of delegation. So there are a whole lot of benefits that comes from you delegating duties, house chores, tasks, responsibilities to members of your family. So I'm going to give us 8 points on the benefits of delegation. Okay, number one, it helps build new skill development. Number two, faster decision making. Number three, it helps build confidence and creativity. That's number three. It helps build confidence and creativity. Number four, it enhances effectiveness and efficiency. Five, it improves communication skills. Number six, it helps improve time management. Time management. When you dedicate tasks, you find out that you're achieving a lot of things, almost as in lesser time, lesser duration than if it's just one person doing everything. So that's maybe one of our topics will be time management. Talk about time management so you know how to put yourself together, how to be organized, how to organize yourself, how to work with time. Number seven, yeah, I think number seven, it gives you the ability to take on new tasks. And then lastly, it helps you delegating the tasks, the responsibility, the duties to have more time. That's what I was talking in number six. To have more time to take on other roles, other opportunities, other things, to do other things when you delegate. Delegation is a skill. It's not everybody knows how to delegate, and not everybody wants to delegate. Take that. If you don't take anything home today, take this. Not everyone knows how to delegate, and not everyone wants to delegate. You don't want to delegate, you don't know how to delegate. So this video will help you change your mindset. In conclusion, delegation is a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful skill you need in life. So I would want to encourage everyone to start delegating if it's necessary. Especially mothers like me, I would really, really want people to, it's not easy. No matter how it is, just try. Even if it is something you can do, just try and delegate it to your kids, to the children, to people living under your roof. And I bet you they will come back. When you delegate duties, when you teach them all of this, it builds their confidence. It builds their confidence. It helps them learn new skills, learn new things. It helps them know that, oh, I can actually do this. I didn't know I could do this. Like one of my daughters told me that there was a time they were talking in school and she was telling them the things she can do in the house. She was telling her classmates the things she can do in the house, and they were like, they opened their mouth and they were like, so you can do this? You can? No, I cannot do it. I can't do it because they don't allow us. Some of them will say they don't allow them do domestic chores. They can't do this. They don't allow them do anything. No, you're not helping that child. I'm telling you, it's not. Even if you have all the, let me use this opportunity now to say this to parents, to guardians. Even if you have all the money in the world, even if you have all the domestic staff, you have the cook, the chef, you have the cleaner, you have the washerman, you have the security, you have yes, it's not bad. It's not bad to have them. If you can afford them, if they're necessary, why not? Enjoy. But the thing is, don't have these people at your children's expense. Yes. Even when you're not around, tell them to teach, especially the female, especially the girl child. Tell the cook to teach them how to cook. At least, even if they don't know how to do the major, it must not be professional chefs. They must not be, at least the simple things, the little things they should be able to make pancakes for themselves. They should be able to make noodles. They should be able to make sauce. They should be able to make little things, all these things. You should be able to wash their clothes. You should be able to clean their rooms, wash their bathroom, their toilet. My kids do this. I'm not trying to, I'm just giving an example. I'm not trying to blow their bubbles here, but I'm just trying to talk to my fellow parents, my fellow moms. Please don't say, oh, they're too young to do this. No. When they get to a particular age, maybe we will have one of the speakers, one of our guests to come and tell us at what's the appropriate age for a child to start domestic chores. We are going to be having a whole lot of interesting conversation on this channel soon. So please keep your fingers crossed. Queen Esther says so. I promise it will happen soon. It will start happening soon. So please don't undermine your children, your words, abilities. No, don't think, oh, they are too smart to do this. Age appropriate chores should be given to every child. Let them do. Give them, delegate tasks to them. You see that in the future, they will come back and say, wow, thank God my mom put me through this. Thank God my dad put me through this. Thank God, even if they were not there, they mandated the domestic staff to put me, through all of this. My mom, as the only girl in the family, my mom, I can't, a lot of things I learned, a lot of the things about house chores, cooking and all of that, my mom taught me. She didn't say, oh, because she's the only girl, please leave her, let her go and rest. My mom, if my mom is in the kitchen, you can't be in the living room watching TV or playing with your friends outside. From small, it even got to a point where I was just in, is it JSS1 or JSS2? That's now my kids' school, they call it year 7 and year 8. I was cooking food. Then my mom had a restaurant, they call it canteen at that time. Canteen. She had a canteen, and in fact it got to a point, there's this period where when she went for August meeting, and then she went to the village. This our Igbo women now, they will go for August meeting, and maybe they will stay for a while and then come back. I was the one. That period was, it was August period. That was long vacation period. So I was the one managing that canteen. I was the one going to the market. I will come back, I will cook egusi soup, cook ogbono soup. Sometimes I will cook vegetable soup depending on the day. I will cook stew. I will fry plantain. I will make eba. Though my brothers were the ones turning the eba for me. Then I will cook rice. I'll cook beans. I'll cook spaghetti. I'll boil egg. I will arrange things, for tea. People that want to that morning bread, and sometimes I will even go to the bakery to go and buy bread and bring to the canteen. I was the one doing all of these things. So imagine if my mom didn't teach me, if I was not taught this part of how to handle her business, I wouldn't have been able to do that. She would now start looking for someone to come and manage the business for her that period, or maybe she wouldn't have gone for the meeting. Last she could just stay for house. She could just stay back, so but because she taught me, she didn't look at, oh, she's my only daughter, no, let me pamper. I was not pampered though. My parents loved me, but hey, in fact I felt like I was the only one that they used strong hand on. I was not really pampered. So please don't pamper your children to a point that my mom traveled, the way they do this, their canteen, their restaurant business, the suppliers will supply gari, rice, beans, all those things, and then at the end of the month they will come and collect their money. That time there was nothing like transfer. Now you come and collect your cash, everything are cash. They will come, collect their money, and then bring new things. Hey, that period, that 1 month period, in fact, I was so happy that I paid my mom's debt, paid those debts. The things they brought, I paid for them. So she came back meeting a debt-free business, because all of this happened because she taught me, and because I was ready to learn, because she delegated duties to me. She would tell me, you are the one that will go to the market and buy everything we need. You see me carrying through this bako bag, heavy, as small as I was then. I would go to the bakery to go and buy bread, carry it on my head, the tray with bread, everything on my head. No shame. Oh, all of these things that they taught me shaped me to become that woman I am today, that my children are, they are not doing, no, I can't do house chores. No, they are. I have trained them, and I am still training them, that even if I travel, even if I'm not around tomorrow, they can do things for themselves. They don't have to depend on anyone. So please, parents, guidance, especially my fellow mothers, please, gradually, just start introducing. If you've not done that, start introducing it gradually. Age, don't worry, we'll come back and tell you age appropriate chores. But as a mother, there are some chores, say, that this is my child, this is my 8-year-old child, this is my 10-year-old child, this can do this, just little. Be introducing it to them little by little, and make it fun for them, so that they will enjoy it and want to keep doing it. Because in the future, when they become adults, it will help them become more independent, more confident, more taking on new roles, new skills. This is what the power of delegation can do when you delegate duties to members of your family. So I'm going to end this video now. Whew. The way I'm seeing the time here, we are going to have this video in two parts, part 1 and part 2, like we've done with the other videos, because I don't really want the video to be too long. But I've said a lot, and I've said enough. Please, delegation is beautiful if you know how to do it, and if you don't abuse it. So with these tips, even the office people can use these tips. Career people, business people, people from different places. If you're watching this video, even if you're not a mom, you're not a father, you're not, you don't have anyone under your roof right now, it will help you in the future. Just tweak it to what you want it to be, how you want to use it. But please don't abuse the power of delegation. Please, I have said more than enough. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit on the notification bell, so you'll be one of my first family members to see my video when they are being uploaded. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Share to your loved ones, family and friends, even those you don't really talk to. Just share this video so that we can keep growing a beautiful community. Until I come your way again, this is Queen Esther, and you are on Talk About It with Queen Esther. So, what do we say at the end of every video? Your story and inspiration to someone. Share your story. If you have stories to share, please do not hesitate to send us a DM, or just go to the description box. You will see our contact me. You contact me directly, and we'll take it up from there. God bless you. And if you want to be on the show in whatever, please let me know. Thank you till I come your way next time. Have a good time. Bye.